Come in. Hello. Please make your way in. I hope the room isn't too warm for you. Good. I have just got a couple of the windows just slightly open. Hopefully not too breezy. No, just make your way over when you're ready. Wonderful. Okay. Hello, please make yourself comfortable. This lovely massage chair. Is that okay for you? We can adjust the back if you need to. Yeah, let me just carefully just do this for you. Now, is that a little better? Wonderful. Well, my name's Lucia and welcome to the Spa du Soleil. Welcome. Or always, I would say in English, the Sunshine Spa, as we are on the beautiful Amalfi coastline. It's always nice to be reminded of that gorgeous sunshine. Absolutely. Now, I can speak just a tiny bit of Italian. I've worked here for a couple of years. I actually came here on vacation and then ended up staying. I did. But as you are speaking English, do you mind me speaking English? Okay, fantastic. And where have you come from? Where are you visiting from? Oh, lovely. Well, that's a lovely part of the world. And how long are you staying here? Oh, fantastic. Well, it's the perfect time of year for a little bit of rest and relaxation before the main sort of summer season starts, I feel. Absolutely, it's actually one of my most favourite times of year, so I'm so happy that I can be a little bit of help on your vacation to just help you unwind and relax. Absolutely. There is some lemon water just there with, of course, the gorgeous lemons from Sorrento. I don't know if you visited. That's so lovely. Yes, so please help yourself, and if at any point during the treatment you'd like to take a little break, you find yourself getting a little bit too hot or anything, just let me know. Perfect. Now, I believe, let me just check my notes. Check your right. Yes, you're booked in for an Indian head massage. Is that correct? Fantastic. Oh, of course. What else would you like to add today? Yes, we can do a light facial massage. That's no problem at all. Oh, wonderful. No, that's absolutely fine. I can just go straight in with the product to the face if you've already cleansed your face. We don't need to overly cleanse then, that's fine. I can see your skin is nice and fresh and clean, so normally I would cleanse the skin first just to make sure it's nice and clean, but I can see that you've already done that, so not a problem at all. And then for the head massage, have you ever experienced an Indian head massage before? Okay, so really it's like a typical normal head massage, but we're using different pressures and techniques to really unwind not only any tension we physically feel, but also in our mind. So it's a deeply relaxing treatment. I always like to check whether you'd be happy for me to use an oil in your hair, if you prefer me to use more of a lotion. It's completely up to you. Of course, let me do a little shake of my homemade oil we use all organic, natural products here, and I have put a slight citrus scent into this. You just like to have a little smell. It's very, very subtle. Would you be happy for me to use the oil? Fantastic. Now, for the face, do you have sensitive skin at all? No, that's fine. In particular, for sensitive skin, these products are really, really lovely. They don't contain any harsh ingredients. So for the face, I've got a couple of options. I really, really love this as a general body lotion. It contains vitamin E, and that is really nourishing to the skin, and it's going to be really lovely, especially in the sunshine, to replenish the skin's moisture barrier. Again, a very gentle scent. Of course, let me just open the lid for you, be a little bit easier to smell. It's lovely, isn't it? Very, very subtle. It's almost got a hint of something a little bit florally, but at the same time earthy. Really lovely, so you feel like you're putting something very natural on your face. In case you are worried about blocking pores and things like that, this is non-comedogenic, which means that this has been tested to not clog the pores, so you can enjoy a nice nourishing treatment without worrying if you're going to break out into spots. Okay? Fantastic, so I've got that we can try. I've also got this one here, which again does contain vitamin E as well. Lovely for the face. But this also has a little bit of vitamin C in. Vitamin C is brightening for the skin. So if you find sometimes you deal with some dullness, lack of sort of vitality and brightness to the skin, then including something with vitamin C you may find beneficial. But I can see you have a lovely glow already. This is just going to enhance that glow even more. I'll give you a smell of this one as well. This one's particularly light. You'll find it does have a slight citrusy smell. It's got a little bit of orange in there because of the vitamin C. It's really gorgeous, isn't it? I really love working with that one, I have to say. So, for the face, do either of those appeal to you? Let's go for it. I think having that vitamin C you're really going to love. You are. So let me in fact, I'm just going to make sure your hair is just tucked behind your ears. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Happy for me to go in just as you are? Okay. And how are you feeling today? Are you feeling just nice and relaxed, a little bit stressed, worried? Okay. Well, hopefully by the end of this, that's all going to be gone. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm just going to get it in between my hands. I like to just warm up the product ever so slightly. And what we're going to do is we're just going to smooth it over. There we go. Lovely. Just round the neck. I like to get sort of underneath the neck as well. Back around here. Moving over down the nose and just make sure we get around there and around there. That's lovely. And you can see how your face has really absorbed that product. Are you using anything like an after sun lotion at all just to replenish that skin barrier? So that's probably why it's soaking in a little quicker. That's fine. You can grab them from just a normal chemist, or probably one of the local supermarkets would have some. Just anything that's going to replenish that lovely skin of yours. Wonderful. Now, as we let that soak in, I'm going to get a little bit more of the product and I'm going to focus on your temples, okay? Is that pressure nice? Good. And I'm using a medium firm pressure on the temples in circular motion. And just coming down around the sort of ear area and back up. And I'm just going to focus on one side. Really massaging into that temple area. Lovely. Fantastic. How does that feel? It's lovely, isn't it? Good. No, that's fine. It's fine. You just zone out. Don't have to focus on anything that I'm saying, okay? And then do the other side for you now. Excuse me, I think that was my my stomach. You'll find that my clients always say at some point she has a little bit of a tummy rumble. I know, even if I have snacks, they always seem to come out. But never mind. Really working just around the ear there. Just down to the top of your jawline. Fantastic. Great. Lovely. Now, I know that we wanted to use that particular product, but what I'd like to do is actually introduce the other one, and I'd love to use that just along the jawline, just to really work in. It contains a little bit of a very special ingredient. I can't remember the exact name. Must be the heat today. But it acts as a little bit of a relaxant. I notice your jawline's a little bit tense. It's just really going to help to just relax those muscles and unwind any tension within the neck area. Is that okay? Wonderful. Let me just get that now. Yes, it's a lovely product. It always sort of drifts over my mind the exact name of it, but I believe it's from some sort of plant. It's used in muscle balms and things like that. Deeply relaxing. So I'm just going to use it to smooth along the jawline. And just let your tongue drop in your mouth. Sometimes you'll find that when you're a little bit tense, your tongue tends to sort of go to the roof of your mouth. If you think about it too much, it becomes a bit weird. But if you consciously relax your tongue, your jaw begins to drop down, and then you begin to relax all the muscles on your face, dropping the eyebrows, relaxing the cheeks, I like to call this technique a little bit of a wave, bit of a ripple as well, because we're just overlapping where we're gently massaging in, almost like a bit of a flow or a wave, and we're really releasing all that tightness, all that tension. Fantastic. That's really, really lovely. Just going slightly down the neck. The neck is very delicate skin. Let's get a bit more. So we want to be very careful. Lovely. Going back around the jawline. Fantastic. Working just around the cheek area. Lovely. And just like to do this with my one thumb, just in between those brows. Fantastic. And just around the arch of the eyebrow. Fantastic. Smoothing down the forehead, massaging around the cheek and the mouth. Lovely. And how does that feel? I'm so pleased. Please have some of that water. Important to stay hydrated. Okay. Right, I'm just my hands a little wipe there. Fantastic. It's delicious, isn't it? It's so refreshing. Yes. They say that it's very good for you to start the day by having some warm water with lemon in. But I have to say, even being in Italy, nothing quite sort of hits the mark like just a good cup of tea. Yes, I mean I really should be drinking coffee. I always get a funny look when I ask for breakfast tea, but I just can't bring myself to drink warm water in the morning, but there's always time to try. Now, as you're sitting nice and comfortably, we're going to move on to the Indian head massage, focusing on those key areas of the scalp and head that really begin to experience tightness and tension, even in places we may not realize and recognize. So I'm going to be using the special blend of oil that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to be applying this to the scalp. This will have a very gentle warming sensation. I'll warm it between my hands first. I think I can hear a motorbike very sort of in the distance. Definitely here we have a lot of mopeds and bikes. Well, I suppose not really motorbikes, but the little mopeds. I can't quite get out of my fully English ways, but some of them are very cute. They are. Oh, you'd like to try one? They always scare me a little bit, but they do look very cute when people are riding them, especially if you've got a matching helmet. Okay, so I'm going to go in now. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to focus on this side first. I'm almost getting so deep in that you can feel it's just getting deep into your scalp. How is that pressure for you? Wonderful. Focusing on this side. And what we'll do is we'll focus on either side, and then I will turn you around and I'll do the back. Wonderful. Lovely. And moving on to this side. Good. Just release any of that tightness and tension in your mind. Just let it go. Let it go. Does it feel nice? Good. Focusing around those sides. And the hand techniques that I'm using are ones that I've been taught when I was learning about the techniques of Indian head massage. And they really are all about releasing that pressure and tension and just inducing a deep state of relaxation. I'm going to almost what I like to call the claw back, which involves running my fingers just down the scalp. Does that feel nice? Good. And I'm just going to turn you around in the chair, okay? Just turn you around, okay? And is that comfy? just focusing on the back from the top all the way down. Getting deep into the scalp. And now whilst I've just got you there, I'm just going to grab a little bit more oil. And I'm going to focus into the very base of the scalp. Okay, so just tip your head forward. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. Just come back to normal level. That's okay. That's okay. I can work with that. And getting deep into the base of your skull. How's that pressure? Perfect. Lovely. We hold a lot of tightness in the very top of our spine, just at the base of our neck and our skull. And this is where we can often develop muscle knots. And we can help relieve those by just using these techniques to just gradually help them to just reduce. Fantastic. Going to the top of the scalp and just using a light massage technique. Massage is also really wonderful to stimulate new growth and fresh follicle development within the hair. So you could do this whilst you are in the shower perhaps, or in the bath. Just give yourself a nice little head massage. Just really relaxing. Wonderful. I'm going to spin you back around. Fantastic. Okay, I know it's a bit like that. Okay, just take a nice deep breath for me. And breathe out. Fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now focus just on sort of this area of the head. Just almost connecting down towards your temples again. And I'm just really going to smooth down how's that? Good. Lovely. And just using almost a sort of, I call it a pinch technique. We can go a bit like this. Does that feel nice? Good. Just to really work down and release that tension. And the other side. And just working the area down the face. Okay, fantastic. How do you feel? Wonderful. Are there any areas that you're feeling any tightness and tension still in the head? No? Well, that's fantastic. I wish we could be longer together. I know it's been so lovely to help you relax. I like to finish every session, if it's okay with you, by just a nice little bit of meditation. Okay, so just a minute or two, if that. I'd just like you to close your eyes. Okay, so just close your eyes for me now. And what I'd like you to do is take a nice deep breath in. Hold. And release. And again, take a nice deep breath in. Hold. And release. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold. And release. And remember that you are so loved, so important, and you're exactly where you need to be. Any worry, stress, or tension is not permanent. If you're feeling a little stuck right now, this is not how things will always be. Everything will be okay. You will be okay. And now let's take a nice deep breath in again. Hold. And release. And now, when you're ready, and only when you're ready, just open your eyes for me. Hi. How do you feel? I'm so pleased. I hope you really enjoyed your facial massage and your Indian head massage today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your vacation. Oh, you're so welcome. As I said, it's been so lovely, and should you have any more time on the rest of your vacation, you're very welcome to come and book back in to see me or another one of my lovely colleagues. And you, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and when it does come to sleeping later on, I hope you have a wonderfully perfect night's sleep. Bye bye then. Bye bye. Bye bye. What a lovely